Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a science session. Here we are going to discuss about the chapter changes around us. In this session from this chapter we are going to see the Olympiad practice sheet. Okay, let us start the practice sheet. First let us go through the level 1 questions. See the first one. Which of the following is a natural change? What does it mean by natural change? The change which occurs in its own by the nature's effect, without a human effect. That is called natural change. See here, which occurs naturally. Cutting hair will be done by human beings. Graying hair, it is a natural change. By aging, for a person, hair becomes gray, so it is a natural change. Okay, remaining, if you observe, oiling hair, coloring hair, these all are human activities. These are done by people, so they are not natural changes. Only graying of hair is natural change. Next, why is the rusting of iron termed as a chemical change? Why is change is said to be a chemical? The change is said to be chemical change when there is formation of a new substance. Then the change is said to be chemical change, because there will be change in the chemical composition. There is formation of a new substance. Where is that change? See here. Here, a new substance is formed. What happens in the rusting of iron? When iron particles are kept outside in the atmospheric air, the iron reacts with atmospheric oxygen and in the presence of moisture and forms iron oxide. That iron oxide is commonly called as rust. So here what happened? Iron converted into iron oxide. A new substance is formed. That is why rusting of iron is said to be chemical change. Okay, next, pasteurization of milk is a what happens? Pasteurization. In this, milk is heated and rapidly it is cooled to kill the bacteria. So just heated and cooled. Heating and cooling, this all will come under physical and reversible changes. Okay, physical and reversible change. Next, which one of the following is an example of chemical change? Observe once the changes given here. Burning of wax, stretching of a metal spring, breaking of glass. Out of these, which are chemical changes? Can you find it? Yes, burning of wax is a chemical change. Whereas stretching of metal spring and breaking of glass, these will come under physical changes, because by stretching metal spring it changes its shape, but when you leave the stretch again it comes back to its original position. So it is a reversible and physical change. Only there is change in shape. And next, breaking of glass. If you break a glass panel, it becomes small pieces, but there is no change in its chemical composition. Still those pieces of glass are made up of same glass molecules. So it won't come under chemical change. So that is why burning of wax is only a chemical change, because when wax is burned, it produces carbon dioxide and water vapor as products along with light and heat, but these cannot be converted back into wax, and we can say new substances are formed when wax is burned, carbon dioxide and water vapor. So burning of wax will come under chemical change. Next one, which of the following are desirable changes? What does it mean by desirable change? The change which we expect to be happened are called desirable changes. See here, drying of clothes. Yes, we would like to dry the clothes. Growth of weeds, we don't like this. Cement getting hard when exposed to moisture. So if it becomes hard, we cannot use it again. So we don't expect it is meant to be getting hard. Desalination of seawater. So it becomes pure. We can use it for so many purposes. So this is one of the desirable change. Now what we can say? Both 1 and 4 are desirable changes. Desirable change means the change which we expect to be happened. Okay, next one. What is a change taking place in the following processes? See, ice on heating converting into water. Water on heating converting into steam. See the reverse of those by cooling. So what kind of changes are this? These are reversible changes, and even there is no change in its chemical composition even though we convert ice to water or ice to water to steam. There is only physical state changing. So this kind of changes are called physical changes. Now these all changes will come under physical and reversible changes, because if you see ice on heating converting into water, again the same water on cooling converts into ice. This kind of changes are called reversible changes, and as there is no formation of any new substance, this is coming under physical change. Now where do you see reversible and physical changes? Okay, next, nitrogen reacts with hydrogen under high pressure, under high temperature and pressure, and forms ammonia. Yes, when nitrogen reacts with the hydrogen under high pressure and temperature, it forms NH3, which we call ammonia. Which type of change is undergone in this given example? What kind of change we can say it is? Nitrogen and hydrogen initially substances taken. So when combined at a high pressure and temperature, these two are forming a new substance, ammonia. In this change, there is formation of a new substance. The changes in which there is formation of a new substance are called as chemical changes. So the formation of ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen is said to be a chemical change. Next, which of the following is not a feature of physical change? Generally physical changes are reversible and they will be generally temporary. New substance is formed, but the composition of the substance also will be remained same. But here they are given the composition of the substances change. If the composition changes, that comes under chemical change, not a physical change. So it is not the feature of a physical change. Okay, next one. What kind of change do the batteries used in a wristwatch undergo? What kind of changes they are undergoing? So the wristwatches batteries, they convert chemical energy into mechanical energy. There occurs a chemical change. Okay, next, during which of the following changes a new substance is formed? So in which of these changes new substance is formed? In melting, freezing, crushing, in these all changes just physical state changes, but there is no formation of any new substance. Only by cooking a new substance will be formed. Chemical composition changes. Okay, that's why in cooking only new substances are formed and it is a chemical change. Next one. What happens to the metals on heating? What happens to the metals on heating? Metals on heating, they expand. Again by cooling they contract. Okay, by heating metals they expand. So the next one. If we suspend a weight using a spring, it stretches. This we know. See here in the picture it is shown. A spring is hanged. Onto that certain weights are kept at the bottom of this spring. They are hanged here, so that the spring stretches. What type of change is this stretching of a spring? It is reversible change, and even we are making it, so we also can say this as man-made change, and it is reversible, because if you remove the weight, again springs come back to its original shape. So it is reversible, man-made change and also reversible change. Now the answer will be this, both A and B. Next, which of these changes does a burning matchstick undergo? What kind of changes does it undergo? When a matchstick is burning, it produces heat energy. So the changes in which energy is released out are called exothermic changes. And here on burning, that matchstick produces carbon dioxide, water vapor and heat energy out, and it remains ash also back. So new substances are formed in this change. Now what we can say this change, the change in which there is formation of new substances is called a chemical change. Now it is a burning of a matchstick is exothermic as well as chemical change. Both the second and third will come under answer. Where it is here. Okay. Now the 14th one. Next question. What is the process by which a substance changes from solid to liquid state called? What do you call this? Conversion of a solid into liquid on heating is called melting. Where it is here. The process of conversion of a solid into liquid is called melting. Next. On lowering the temperature, a liquid turns into solid. What is this process called? What do you call this? The process in which a liquid is converted into solid by cooling. What do we call that? It's called freezing. Conversion of liquid into solid is called freezing. Next, select the one that is a chemical change. See, here some changes are mentioned. Which of these is a chemical change? Rusting of iron. As we told, in rusting of iron, there is a formation of a new substance, so it is a chemical change. If you see tearing of paper, so when you tear paper into small pieces, there is no change in its chemical composition. Still, that paper pieces also have same chemical properties. So it is not a chemical change. Now only rusting of iron will come under chemical change. Next, in the figures below, the change occurring is a observe here what are the pictures representing here. Bursting of crackers, burning of matchstick, these all come under chemical changes. Okay. Next, burning of coal in air. What happens when you burn coal? It produces carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and remains at an ash also back behind. So new substances are formed. Then what we can say this change? Chemical change. Next, when you burn petrol, flames appear. What type of reaction is this? What we can call this? When we burn petrol, flames appear. Now, when petrol is burned, it produces heat energy out in the form of flames. So as it is producing heat energy, we can call this change as exothermic change or exothermic reaction, because energy is produced when petrol is burnt. So it is an exothermic reaction. Next, the change of milk to curd when we add a small quantity of curd to milk can be classified as. What happens when we add small quantity of curd to milk? Milk converts into curd, but it takes few hours of time. So the changes which are occurring in few hours or few days are called as slow changes. So making of curd from milk is a slow change because it takes few hours of time for converting milk to curd. Next, what is the process of heating a liquid to a high temperature and rapidly cooling it so that the bacteria is killed? So the process of heating milk to high temperatures and cooling it rapidly to kill the bacteria is called pasteurization. Okay, that process is called pasteurization. Next, which of the following is a natural periodic change? See, here some changes are mentioned that should occur naturally and should be repeated at regular intervals of time. Which of these occurs at regular intervals of time? The occurrence of days and nights. This occurs and it is a natural process. It is not man-made. It is occurring naturally and it is repeating at regular intervals of time, coming days and nights, isn't it? So this is natural periodic change. If you observe explosion of bombs, it is not periodic or natural also. It is man-made, irreversible, non-periodic change. Occurrence of earthquake also, it is natural, but it is not periodic. It is non-periodic. Next, formation of snow also, it is a natural process only, but not periodic. It won't occur repeatedly. Right? Only the first one is correct answer now. Next, identify the chemical change from the following. Observe the changes given here. The melting of ice, heating of sugar crystals, freezing of water, the dissolution of salt in water. Out of these all, the heating of sugar crystals is a chemical change. When sugar crystals are heated, they burn and they convert into carbon. Ash will be black, ash will be remain back. So it is a chemical change. Remaining all, if you observe, melting, freezing, dissolution, in these all changes, no new substance is formed. Okay, and they can be reversed too. That's why they are physical changes. Only heating of sugar crystals will come under chemical change. Next, what kind of change is the dissolution of sugar in water? So dissolution is generally a physical change and which can be reversed. So dissolution will come under reversible change. Next, on heating, the color of zinc oxide changes from white to yellow. And here we have to know that when it is cooled, that zinc oxide converts back into white color. So here heating of zinc oxide, changing its color. Again by cooling, it is getting back its original color. Then what we can say, what type of change is this? It is a physical change, because there is only change in its color. No composition change is occurring. That's why it will come under physical change. Next, the given figure shows the rotation and revolution of the earth on its axis and around the sun respectively. What kind of change does the earth undergo? What kind of changes it is undergoing? This rotation and revolution of earth occurs at regular intervals of time by the earth. So if it is occurring at regular intervals of time, what we can call that change? It is called periodic change. Okay, days and night occurs and even seasons occurs because of these two, rotation and revolution of the earth around the sun. So these occurs repeatedly at regular intervals of time. So they are called periodic changes. Next, identify the periodic change from the following. See, some changes are mentioned here. Observe which changes occurs at regular intervals of time repeatedly. Growth of plants, occurrence of storms, occurrence of floods, the revolution of earth. Yes, the revolution of earth around the sun occurs at regular intervals of time repeatedly. So that will come under periodic change. Okay, next, which one of the following is not an undesirable change? So not an undesirable change is nothing but it is a desirable change. The change which we expect to be happened is called desirable change. The change which we won't expect to be happened is called undesirable change. Now they are asking to find which is not an undesirable change, means which is desirable among these we have to find. Spoiling of food is undesirable. Growth of weeds is undesirable. Over-ripening of fruits, it is also undesirable. Curdling of milk, we expect this to be happened, isn't it? We need curd from milk. So curdling of milk is desirable change. It is not an undesirable change. Okay, next. Which of the following is not a physical change? See, which of these is not a physical change? Means in that there should be formation of a new substance. Then that is not said to be physical change. Tearing of paper, magnet losing its magnetic property, rusting of iron, inflated balloon. Out of these all, in rusting of iron, there is formation of a new substance. So it will come under chemical change but not a physical change. Next. Which one of the following is an example of a physical change? Is burning of matchstick? No, it is a chemical change because new substance will be formed. Growth of a plant? Okay, growth of a plant also there is a new formation, new substances formation. It is a chemical change. Decaying of food, this is also a chemical change. Tearing of paper, when you tear a paper there is no formation of any new substance. Even the torn small pieces of paper also will be having same chemical composition as the original paper. So we can say tearing of paper is a physical change. Next, which one of the following is a reversible change? Observe once the changes given here. Find out the reversible change among the given. Which is reversible change? Melting of ice cubes. Can we convert back these melted water into ice cubes again? Yes, we can. It is reversible. Cooking of food. No, we cannot get back. We cannot reverse it. Burning of petrol also cannot be reversed. Blooming of flowers also. The flowers cannot be converted back into birds. So these all are irreversible changes. Only the reversible change among these is melting of ice cubes. If ice cubes are melted, they convert into water. So if they are cooled again, they convert back into ice cubes. So this is only reversible change among these. Next, observe Venn diagram given below here. Which of the following processes could be X? See, this X should come under physical changes as well as reversible change. Rusting of iron is a chemical change, so it won't come under this. Burning of wood is also a chemical change. Melting of wax is physical change and it also reversible change, isn't it? So this will be replacing X. So X can be melting of wax. So if it is melting of wax, this comes under physical change as well as reversible change. Okay, milk converting into curd is a chemical change. So only this is correct. Okay, next. Which of the following changes results in the formation of a new substance? Generally, a new substance is formed in chemical change. Okay, where it is here. In chemical changes, new substances are formed. Next, which of the following changes is slow and periodic? So which of these changes is slow and periodic? See, rotation of earth. Yes, it takes a complete day for one rotation, isn't it? So it is a slow and it repeats at regular intervals of time. So it is a slow periodic change. Rusting of iron is not a periodic change. Cooling of milk is a slow change, but it is not periodic. Evaporation of petrol also not a periodic change. Only this is correct answer. Okay, rotation of earth. It takes one day completely and it repeats regularly. Next, in the given figure, a boy is kicking a football. See here, what type of change is this? He is kicking the football. Kicking the football is just a physical change. By kicking the football, what is happening? The position of the football is changed, but there is no composition in the molecules of that football made. Right? It is a physical change only. Next, now let us see the level 2 questions from this practice sheet. See the first one. These figures exemplify what they are giving example here. Burning of crackers, bursting of crackers and burning of paper. These occurs within seconds, isn't it? The changes which are occurring within seconds or fractions of seconds are said to be fast changes. These two are fast changes. Right? Next, in burning of paper, what happens in burning of paper? A new substance is formed. Correct. When paper is burned, ash is formed. New substance. A change is permanent. Yes, because we cannot get back this paper from this ash formed. So change is said to be permanent. These two are correct. What will be correct answer here? Both A and B. Next one. A metallic piece X is dropped into copper sulfate solution. So after some time, the blue color of the solution changes to green. The change which has occurred is, so here actually copper sulfate solution color is blue. A metal piece X is dipped into that, and it is observed after a few minutes the color of copper sulfate solution turned to green. So to change the color, there should occur certain chemical reaction. Here actually the reaction occurred is called as displacement reaction. The piece metal X representing here iron. So iron reacts with the copper sulfate solution and forms iron sulfate. That is why the color of the solution turned to green color, because the color of iron sulfate is green. So because of the formation of iron sulfate from copper sulfate, the color changed from blue to green. So from this we can say a chemical change happened, and that green color cannot be turned back into blue color. So we can say this is an irreversible change. It is a chemical change, at the same time it is irreversible change. So where it is here, the change occurred here, it is chemical change and irreversible change. Next, see here a ball of duff is taken and is rolled into roti. What type of change is this? It is a physical change, because when duff is rolled into roti form, there is no change in its chemical composition. Still it is having the same molecular composition. So it is a physical change, and from this roti again we can make this duff. So it is a reversible change also, right? Now we can say correct answer is both A and C. Okay. Next, which picture shows a chemical change? See here, condensation of clouds into rain, and kicking a ball with bat, mixing of salt and sugar. So these all will come under physical changes. There is no chemical composition change in these changes. Only position changing and state changing and dissolution are happening in this, but there is no change in chemical composition. But here if you see wood is burnt, that converts into ash. So this is a chemical change. Okay. Next, given process is, what is happening here? See, certain liquid is taken and it is heated. Now it is converting to gaseous form. This conversion of a liquid into gaseous form on heating is called boiling. This comes under boiling process. Next, reverse of boiling is, so reverse of boiling means, what is boiling? Actually we told conversion of a liquid into gas by heating. The reverse of that will be heating, cooling of a gas to convert into liquid form. That conversion of gas into liquid by cooling is called condensation. So we can say the reverse of boiling is condensation. Next, the given figures are examples of, see here, if textile fabric is cut into pieces and it is stitched into shirt, and a bulb is glown. Now what type of changes are these two? X is irreversible, because from this shirt again we cannot get back this fabric. So it is an irreversible change. And glowing of bulb, it can be reversed. If you switch the light off, it will be off again, and if you switch the switch on, it glows again. So it is a reversible change, but this is irreversible change. So X is irreversible, Y is reversible. This is correct. And here if you observe, which of the following process correctly describe the changes taking place in the above figures? See here what is happening. Water cycle it is representing here, isn't it? Water converting into vapor, and it is condensing, and it is precipitating to form rain. So this is a cyclic process. We can say it is a physical change, only change in the chemical the state of water, from liquid to gas, gas to solid, liquid to solid again, in this way. it is converting from one state to another state in the water cycle. So only physical change. What about here? Stretching of spring. And if we remove the weight again, it is coming back to its original position. What kind of changes it is called? Reversible change. It is physical change and it is reversible change. Where it is? Here. Okay. That is about practice sheet related to changes around us. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. And also please visit our website aimstoday.in for other informations regarding online classes, quizzes, worksheets, activities and classes on coding and English also.